And I was asked a question. Like I said, I'm behind on answering my questions. When I type something up, or when I put a video up, I check my comments real quick. I don't always have time to answer because of all the stuff I got going on in my life. But I was asked for the Mustang, for the 5-liter, would I prefer? He's looking to go a little bigger on the carburetor, if I understood correctly. Would I prefer, it sounds like a street car, a Holley or an Edelbrock? And this is one of those answers that it's personal preference, but any car that I've ever had that was totally street driven had a Carter / Edelbrock on it. Unless the motor's really radical, I think they're the best behaved on the street. They're not that hard to actually tune either. You know, you take the two little things off, you can change the rods real quick if you go to the track with it. I had a 80 Mustang Cobra, you know, with the little horsies running down the side, and I built a 302 for that. And I went with a 600 Edelbrock on it. I had it on there. Drove that car for 12 years like that. Never had a problem. My 69 Chevy stepside 4x4 had just a regular small block in it. Mild cam. Had a ton of ram set up on there very briefly. Like an idiot, but I was young. And then I moved over to Edelbrock carburetor. Had that on there for almost like 12, 14 years. And never had a problem with them. What I do find is if you get one with an electric choke, the bimetallic spring, you move it one line rich for the winter and one line leaner for the summer. And it'll start up, the choke pull off will work correctly, and it won't sit there and load up or bog down. But I did find if you left it in that same spot, say the leaner version, you had a little problem in the winter. If you left it in a richer version, you would notice it in the summer. So like I said, it was just a matter of moving it one line. And when the weather would change, I just go out there, loosen it, and just whoop, and call it done. It was that simple. And never had to go into those carburetors, ever. Never had them apart. So the AMX runs a Carter. Actually got one here in the box from AMC. So, but I was gonna run them on here. Actually, I was gonna run 2 Holley 500 2-barrels on here. I seen it done. It's a pretty cool look. It's different, but the problem is it's a lot of throttle immediately. And that's why I didn't do it. I figured it would kill the drivability. But I was going to go with the Edelbrocks, and I know Edelbrocks / Carter, because that's really what it is, get a little weird if the cam's really big and you have an automatic. They get a little tricky to tune. These seem to be a little easier in that aspect, and there's a lot more people that play with these than the other ones. Even though I think these things work good idle and nailed, everything in between is just a guesstimate in my eyes. They're very hard to tune to multiple circuits. But there's still more advanced ones than this, obviously, that have more circuits in them. I mean, this has all the circuits. I don't mean more circuits. Has more advanced circuits. Like you can get a Dominator with less circuits in it and more circuits in it, but these come fully circuited. It's just whether the circuits are tunable. I hope I said that right. So, but to try and get this thing to be drivable is ridiculous anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The kit that I scrounged through here real quick, this Holley trick kit, was for the 750 that was on this thing before when I had a single carb. I had gone through with that carburetor and played with it a couple of times to try and get it to match the motor the best I could. I wanted to see if I had any of those bowl gaskets in there. That's why I did it. I saved a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there, but none of those. I guess that's about it, guys. I guess it was 2 weeks to rebuild carburetors. At this rate, we should be out by October. But if you look, it's an engine again. We're down to piddly crap is what we're down to. I want to drain the gas out of this thing complete. Put new gas in it, flush it. Like I said, the gas has not gone bad. But what I did notice is 2 of the accelerator pumps are leaking. One was leaking really bad, and one was just damp on the inside. The one that was leaking really bad was the one that was coming right here down onto the wires, and they were both on the secondary. So I guess the fuel just lays in there too long.